Hello, good day to you from wherever you're watching me from. It's no longer news that there was flood in Maiduguri. On the 10th of September 2024, residents of Maiduguri woke up to heavy flood in the city. It actually happened overnight, so that's why I used the word they woke up to the flood. It caught them unawares. But that's not to say that they didn't know it was going to happen. So according to NEMA, 2 million people are affected by the flood. 70% of Maiduguri is submerged under the flood. Then 30 people confirmed dead. Now, that flood could have been avoided. What am I trying to say? This case in particular, this Maiduguri flood now, is not a case of the environment subduing humans. No, it's a case of human negligence. It's a case of authorities' negligence, and a case of humans failing to subdue the environment, thereby the environment subduing humans. What am I trying to say? As at October 2022, the two gates built around the Alo Dam, with the federal government, they are claiming that it's okay, nothing wrong with the Alo Dam. But the two gates, as at then, one of the gates had an issue, was about to be destroyed. It was bad. It needed to be rehabilitated, but nothing was done about it. And the residents of Maiduguri were complaining to the government that, look, there's an impending flood that will happen. They were calling the attention of the government to it, both state and federal, but nobody did anything. Up until when it actually happened, on the 10th of September, just about 2 to 3 weeks ago. You see that it's a case of authorities' negligence or human negligence. This flood could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. It is an avoidable situation. So it's a case of we humans, we failed to subdue the environment, so thereby the environment actually now subdued us. It's a case of human negligence. Now you can imagine about 2 million people affected by this flood, 30 people confirmed dead, and 70% of Maiduguri submerged under that flood. Even the Emir's palace is even subdued. It was actually affected. So this thing now needs to be addressed so that it won't happen again, because that environment is prone to flood. It keeps on happening now and then. It will happen. Federal government will send delegates. They will come and commiserate and make donations, and they will go. Later, it will reoccur again. This kind of a thing should really, really stop. We should really avert it. It could have been avoided if that gate that had issue was rehabilitated. It could have been avoided, but it was ignored, which later brought us to where we are now. I mean, this brings you to asking the question: the ecological fund being given by federal government, being disbursed by federal government, about 39.62 billion naira being awarded to the 36 states and Abuja. What are the governors doing with it? If you divide that amount now, each state will surely get about at least 1 billion naira. What do they do with these funds? Professor Zulum, Governor Zulum should be questioned. What did he do with that fund? What are these funds? How are they being managed? These are the questions we need to be asking. And heads need to roll because of this flood, because we don't know what we're playing with. That flood could have been avoided, but it wasn't. It has destroyed so many things: farmlands, crops, infrastructures, many things destroyed because of negligence, because of human negligence. It could have been avoided. Please, heads needs to roll so that this kind of thing will repeat itself again. That Maiduguri flood, I'm repeating it for the upton time, could have been avoided. You can imagine what is happening. It could have been avoided. Thank you for watching.